All right, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and man, do not sleep on this prospect. I repeat, do not sleep on this prospect. First of all, he's a running back, and his name is Bo Walker. You hear me? Bo Walker. What better running back name could you possibly have to combine two elite running backs of all time, put them into one name? Come on, dog. I mean, like, literally, if I was trolling around and, you know, saying what type of running back I would be, I would combine two names like that. And he's actually legitimately has those two names in his real name. Come on, dog. Stop playing with him. This is a 2025 running back commit that Georgia just picked up from Ellenwood, Georgia. So an in-state commit. Those are the big cons. I'm telling y'all, he's a big time player. So we're going to dive into his recruitment, why he chose Georgia. Take a look at this entire 2025 class as a whole. He's now one of 8 commitments to this 2025 class, so we're already getting off to a hot start there. I feel like a couple of the guys that we have committed like used to be 5 stars according to like On3 and guys, and then they got moved to 4-star. I still believe they're 5-star prospects. So in my opinion, we already have the number 1 class of next year. But according to actual rankings, Alabama technically is number 1, and we're right behind them. But then you also have a guy like Bo Walker that just people don't know about and are sleep on. Right now, he's technically rated a 3-star according to the 2 of the places, but a lot of people just don't know about him. He's definitely going to get a Georgia bump again, for several reasons. One side is Georgia must know what they're doing, because they taking these 0 stars, these walk-ons, these 3 stars, and turn them into great players for even the NFL level. They win championships with these guys. They're strong contributors. They're Georgia's great developers. So when in doubt, no matter how we feel about them, this is going to more than likely end up being a great player, and he's going to more than likely reach whatever his potential ceiling could be, just simply because Georgia got their hands on him. And then on the other side, there's also the factor that, hey man, maybe we just missed something. Like, Georgia, when in doubt, their track record, maybe they just know something that we don't. So the Georgia bump is real. I mean, a few colleges get the bump. It's not just Georgia, but this guy, even though he's rated a 3-star now, when we come back this time next year, he'll at the very least be a 4-star. Yeah, I think there's a chance he could be a 5-star. The talent is that great. You'll see that in the tape. Now, let me go ahead and stop everything we're doing right now. If you don't follow my channel, if you're not subscribed, if you're not watching every video, let me go ahead and get this out the way, man. I'm going to do a deep dive into this guy's background. We're going to take a look at his recruiting rankings for On3247, compare them all. We're going to take a look at all of the other schools that offered him. And we're going to talk about why he chose Georgia over those other schools. We're going to talk about the rest of this 2025 recruiting class so far. Again, he's one of 8 commits. We're going to take a look at some of the clips and highlights he's done from this year after the film session as well. So if you want purely just film session, that's it. You're just here for me to break down the huddle highlights and what I'm seeing and try, positives and negatives. I'm not going to be biased just simply because he's committed to Georgia. I'm going to give you some positives and negatives as we're going, but of course it's also hard to give those positives and negatives, because at the end of the day, huddle highlights are literally just a highlight tape of all of your positives, but there's usually some negatives you can take from it. But at the same time, negative wise, these are high school players, and not only are they high school players, this is his sophomore tape. He's a 2025 commit. This man's nowhere near his senior season yet. So, it gets complicated. But again, if you want just pure film session, that's it. Just straight huddle highlight analysis. Go ahead and skip to that now. Just go ahead and scroll through, skim through, and wait till you see Bo Walker on a high school field doing things. But before then, if you're just like me and you want to know every information possible regarding this prospect, again, not even just him, but like why he committed to us, and then looking at the rest of the 2025 class, what we have going so far, if you want to know all of the background information, everything like that, then stay tuned. Follow me this whole way through. But again, I'm giving y'all a fair warning now that go ahead and skim through, because as I'm recording this right now, I don't know when I'm gonna start doing the film session, because I do deep dives in the prospects and their backgrounds and everything like that. So if that's all you're here for, because the title does say film session, so I understand. If that's all you're here for, go ahead and skip there. I'm not trying to clickbait anybody. I'm not trying to juice y'all for watch hours. This is just how I prefer videos made for me, and I just figured why not do that for other people. For those of y'all who do want to know everything, stick around. If you don't, you want film session, go ahead. But yeah, man, before we dive into everything, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm the subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to that subscription button so you get notification each and every time I release informative and opinionated videos video just like this one. Again, we're going to dive into his film. We're going to do a whole background check. If you haven't checked it out already, I did a whole video on us flipping the defensive back that was originally committed to LSU to now Georgia, the player from Tennessee, Andre Evans. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. Also did a really comprehensive breakdown, super analytical, advanced stats inclusive breakdown of why Jalen Carter, until he got hurt, like last week or a couple weeks ago, was on pace to have a historical rookie defensive lineman season. So I'm doing videos like that. I'm about to start doing more videos on the 2023 current Georgia Bulldogs that are on track to go back to back to back. And of course, the main content is film sessions, so I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with those. We still got some 2024 guys we need to go back and look at. We have a lot of 2025 guys to start to get into. We even have some 2026 guys we may want to go ahead and start taking a look at as well. I'm really excited about looking at some Zayden Walker tape. So he's gonna definitely be one of the people up soon. Also David Sanders as well. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's get it. All right, so our boy Bo Walker, and again, that's his real name. We're not trolling, man. That man, Bo Walker, first of all, he's committed to the Georgia Bulldogs, and this is a really good in-state pickup by Dale McGee. He's been on a roll. I mean, just this running back group. If you're only just looking at 2024, man, I mean, on three wise, Nathaniel Frazier is the best running back in the class. I actually agree with that. Like 247 on 3. You know, I don't necessarily agree with all of them, and I don't typically pick one side or like the most consistently. I do agree that just off the tape, after all the running backs I've looked at in this cycle, I think the Nathaniel Frazier is the number one running back. So on 3 is on point with that. Then you also have Dwight from over there at Pebblebrook, I believe, over there in Powder Springs, not too far away from me. I went to Westlake, so shouts out to Pebblebrook and all of them. Arguably the fastest player this entire recruiting cycle, no matter of position, all of that. Just the fastest player out of high school coming out in 2024, man. And then you got Chauncey Bowens. He's different as well. I'm telling you, the running back class from 2024 is insane, and the fact that we're already off to a great start by getting Bo Walker. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's like a Nick Chubb or anything, because we're just looking at his sophomore tape, but it's just like, what can't he do? You know what I'm saying? Especially running the ball wise. We can talk about receiving the ball. We'll see. And every film session I do, I barely watch any of the highlights of these guys before I do it, because when I do these film sessions and reactions to these people's huddles and the breakdowns and all of that, I want it to be my raw, authentic reaction. So if he jukes somebody out of their socks, it's my first time seeing it, just like for y'all, so because I want y'all to get my genuine reaction. I don't want to, try to fake a reaction and act like, oh man, I've seen this before, but now I gotta act like it's my first. Nah, I want everything to be 100% genuine. So again, this is going to be my first time seeing a lot of these huddle highlights. I typically see a couple of highlights on Twitter on people, but I wait to dive into the huddle and really sit down and watch it until I'm doing these film sessions. So just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so far from what I've seen from a couple of clips and what I've also heard from a lot of people writing about him, from like Dogs on 3 and 247 and my boy Brooks, all of those guys, between all of them, I'm hearing great things from him as well. So I'm really excited, man. This Dale McGee has been putting in work. We got to figure out what's going on with the wide receiver position recruiting wise. We got to figure out what's going on with the safety position. But we're recruiting everything else fantastically. And then running back, boy, is super underrated as far as if you're putting together that 2024 class along with this head start we already have on this 2025 class. Georgia's not going to have to worry about running back for a while, because I think Nathaniel Frazier is the best running back Georgia's had since DeAndre Swift, and probably even better than DeAndre Swift. I'm not high on him. And then you just bring in Bo Walker behind that the following year. Come on, dog. But he's a 5'9", 205-pounder from Cedar Grove, and he is now, again, like I already said, the 8th commitment of Georgia's 2025 class. And if you're looking at Georgia's 2025 class, you have Justice Terry. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and bring that up right now, right here in front of y'all faces. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. See, yeah, we're technically only number 2 because Alabama's ahead of us. But again, let's dive into it, because Justice Terry was a 5-star or on-3 rankings have him as a 5-star, but when it comes to on-3 and them ranking us second behind Alabama, he's a 4-star to them, even though ESPN has him as a 5-star. I mean, the lowest ranking he has is a 30. If you're a top 30 player, you're a 5-star, but you know, on-3 and 247 wait till kind of like the last second to start giving out 5-stars. Elias Williams, another 5-star, but according to on-3, technically he's not a 5-star anymore, even though he's a top 15 player even to them. So we technically have multiple 5-stars already committed. I mean, Micah DeBose, I think that's how you pronounce that, the interior offensive lineman. Another guy that's really a 5-star in my opinion. Jaden Prolade, I think he's a 5-star, but he just hasn't moved up much. And a lot of people were afraid that he would go with KJ Bolden to Florida State because they're like best friends or something. But it seems like he's sticking firm with Georgia. Then you got Jabri Wallace Coleman, another running back. I gotta do tape on him. This is a guy that committed all the way back in July of 2022, which is that's insane. I mean, as long as Jaden Pilate's been committed here, it feels like forever. This guy's been committed even longer. And this is another guy that's, you know, a 4-star according to most ranking systems. I got to get to him. Ethan Barber, I remember he committed just a couple of months ago, back September. This is another player that, I mean, you got to give Todd Hartley the benefit of the doubt at this point. Ethan Barber is I already did a film session on him too as well, if you haven't already seen it. He's more of like the receiver finished product. And then Elias Williams is more of like the super raw talent, Darnell Washington type of guy. Maybe not as big, but like freak with a crazy ceiling, coming in a little raw. Ethan Barber's coming in with a little bit of a higher floor, better hands, but he doesn't have exactly like the ridiculous ceiling of an Elias Williams. But I still think he has a pretty high ceiling. Then you also have Tay Harris that I remember did commit to us all the way back in June. I was really happy about that. I'm surprised he hasn't risen much more in the recruiting rankings because I think he's deserving of it. And then lastly, our 8th commit, technically our most recent commit for this class, because Andre Evans flipped after Bo Walker committed to Georgia, but of this class, he's technically our most recent commit of the 2025 class. I'm really excited about this guy, man. I'm telling you, on-3 sees him as the 34th best player nationally. I don't know what's going on with that, because 48th running back, 34th best player. Something's wrong here. Maybe they moved it wrong. Maybe it's 48th Georgia. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I'm reading it wrong. That's my fault. I'm tripping, man. I got on glasses and it don't even matter why I'm wearing them. 34th running back, 48th player out of Georgia. That's definitely not going to stay that way by the time, like this time next year. This guy's going to be way higher than this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a top 10 player and like at least a top 5 running back. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Rivals is hip to him a little bit. On-3 knows of him, but have him ranked way too low. And then 247 ESPN very late on him. And then again, following the offers, man, UCF wanted them, Nebraska wanted them. You know how Nebraska gets with offensive linemen and running backs. Arkansas, Purdue, Liberty, Florida Atlantic, Middle Tennessee State, Mississippi State, Georgia Tech, Florida A&M, UAB, and Ole Miss all want this guy. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of all of this. Again, let's say this time next year, Alabama, Florida, Florida State, Ohio State of all giving this man offers. I think he's that great of a talent. But then again, some teams, some colleges are like, man, we're so late to the recruiting effort. We might as well not even try unless we're coming with a ridiculous bag. So maybe we won't see offers from those guys, but he's definitely deserving of it. Again, from everything I'm hearing everywhere else, man, I'm telling you, watch this and watch that bump. Once them offers start to roll through and it's not just Georgia, oh boy, them offers about to start rolling through. And just to let you know, again, he is a junior in high school. He's part of the 2025 class. He said, quote, "I feel like me and Coach Dale McGee have a good relationship. When I went down there, they treated me well and it felt like home." I bet it did, man. You're from the state of Georgia. Come to Georgia, man. Don't even overthink it. Also, shouts out to Dog Post. They did like a comprehensive breakdown. I'm only going to read a little bit of it. I don't want to sit here too long because we still got to dive into the film. But basically, before we get into the film, to kind of get an idea of who this guy is, that's why I try to find as much information on a player from where else. Because again, I'm watching the huddle for the first time, just like y'all while I'm doing this video. So I couldn't tell you. But I try to bring in information from the outside from other people that have watched them. So by the time we get to the huddle, you have these things in your mind. This is what he's good at. This may be a couple of things he's bad at. Let's keep that in mind while we're watching his highlights. So this is what Dog Post had to say. "A big, tough runner who gets yards after the catch. Walker shows breakaway speed, but his ability to break tackles, stay on his feet, and pick up yards after initial contact is why he's one of the best backs in Georgia. The Atlanta native has a compact..." Oh, that's interesting. So he plays for Ellenwood now. He goes to Cedar Grove. But he's an Atlanta native. Interesting. Just now noticing that there. Has a compact frame with plenty of muscle. He shows quick feet and can change directions well and works the sideline as well as any back in the area. Walker shows impressive burst, explosiveness for his size, and does a good job of not going down by just one defender. He runs hard, but he runs with balance. He's consistently flash, and that's he's earned an offer from Dale McGee and the Bulldogs this fall. He runs with good pad level, shows impressive lower body strength, and still has the ability to make defenders miss down the field. In addition to his tough running style, Walker shows soft, dependable hands out of the backfield. That literally sounds like Alvin Kamara to me, who's from Atlanta or like Marietta or something like that. Went to Alabama originally, then transferred, and the rest is history, went to the Saints and all of that. That description alone just sounds like Alvin Kamara. Now, we got to see if the tape matches that, but from that, it's crazy. And then again, to be Bo Jackson plus Herschel Walker, how can you not be fire? How can you not go crazy? You have certain expectations that just come behind that name alone. Bo Jackson mixed with Herschel Walker. I hope when he goes out there, he looks just like that. But yeah, man, instead of wasting more of y'all time, let's go ahead and get to the huddle now, man. So this is his sophomore season again. This was posted November 28th last year. So this is his sophomore season. He's going into his junior season this year. Can't wait to get his junior tape. And then, of course, before he ever plays a down for Georgia, he's also going to have to go out there for his senior year. So, again, not only are we talking about high school kids here, we're talking about a sophomore in high school. So there's going to be so much more room to grow. He's probably going to grow in height. He's probably going to grow in weight. He's probably going to become a way better player in every way possible. If he's already, I mean, you can basically look at this tape with it being his sophomore tape. We're looking at the 2025 class. We're just way ahead of schedule. We really shouldn't even be doing this type of stuff because he's going to probably be a completely different player by the time he touches Georgia campus and actually ready to play some football. But I mean, I guess the best advice I could give y'all when looking at huddle tape this far ahead, looking at somebody's sophomore tape, is that when in doubt, look at the things they're good at and just assume that if anything, they got that, and they may even get better at that. And then some of the negatives, maybe they don't even have those negatives even more, because we don't have access to his full junior tape yet because he's still in the middle of his junior season. Again, like I said in the intro, before the intro, we're going to look at some of the clips from so far from his junior season, from one of the games he had last week. He probably is playing tonight right now, actually. I do want to catch that game. I know Westlake, my alma mater right now. We got Travis Smith over there, and I can't remember the ridiculous Juan Gaston. And we got them facing another pretty good school. So I need to check that. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go check that out. And maybe Buford's playing somebody. I don't know. Are they on? They're on their bye week. I don't know. Try to catch as much high school football as possible. But either way, I just super went on a tangent. But either way, with this tape being so young, this is his sophomore season. He starts his senior season before he even touches Georgia campus. When it comes to the positives, just assume he has that, and if anything, he's only going to improve on it. And then the negatives, you just can't get too critical on it. We just can't get too nitpicky. Again, this is a sophomore. I guess at the time, if he's a sophomore, what is he, like 15, maybe 16 years old? So it's only so much you can nitpick it. I mean, look at the way the field is designed too. You got the school buses in the back. That's interesting. That's pretty fun. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. I've babbled enough. You have him at running back, of course. Let's look at this first run. See what's going on with this first run here. Eye contact balance, made it through. And does he have the breakaway speed? Yes, he does. They weren't lying. Dog Post was not lying. That's breakaway speed, contact balance. The first defender is not going to bring him down. We're seeing that already. Let's see if we got some. Okay. Now, of course, again, he's only a sophomore. So, it's hard to nitpick, but I'm going to try to see if we can see any clues of vision. Because vision is huge for a running back. I know you can be a freak athlete all you want, but if you don't have vision, we can't work with you. That's the difference between Dejon Edwards and a lot of other running backs, even in the Georgia running back room. The guy's vision is ridiculous, and the ability to make the first guy miss is like second to none. But let's see. Let's look at this highlight again. Again, I'm looking for vision if I can, but this player isn't going to give it to me. I like the acceleration. First defender misses. His body didn't even really change trajectory. Typically, when you break a tackle, it slows you down a little bit. It doesn't look like he was slowed down at all here. It's as if the guy literally didn't exist. This is like elite level contact balance. He didn't even look disturbed. It looked like somebody threw a pillow at him type of thing. It didn't make him move more to the right. It didn't slow him down a little bit. It literally looked as if the defender didn't even touch him or wasn't even there. Oh, yeah, I love the speed I'm seeing now. I love it. We're seeing the speed now. At 205 pounds to have breakaway speed is phenomenal, man. Come on, dog. He's probably only going to get bigger and stronger before he even gets here. But to have breakaway speed at 205 pounds is insane. First defender misses, and then to have the acceleration, speed, and quickness to run right by everybody else. I mean, this guy's angle wasn't that bad. Bo Walker just killed the angle. Angle eraser, man. Is he up for the angle eraser tag? Should I award him the angle eraser title already, man? Let's see him out the backfield in this play. I mean, golly, just ran over anybody that tried to touch him. I mean, I don't know what else y'all want me to break down here. This is ridiculous stuff right here. Okay, out of the backfield. That's not a good block, but at least he got in the way. But again, he's a sophomore in high school, so we're not going to be too nitpicky, but that wasn't a great block. Oh my God, I love how shifty he is. I love the shiftiness. There was a lot of shiftiness right now. It ultimately didn't lead to much more yardage, but those are traits you can look at like, oh, I can make him miss. Oh, I came back, made him miss again. You know, this is the same kid in the blender, right? The same kid that missed the first time, missed the second time, along with some other people, but this guy missed once, missed second, again. What are you doing? And then it takes like 5 people to bring him down. I'm loving what I'm seeing, dog. This is not the 46th best running back in the country type of stuff. This is definitely top 5 running back I'm seeing right here already, man. Look at the breakaway speed, man. If he didn't get tripped up, he's gone. I believe that. I believe that. I mean that. Let's go, man. Let's see what we got going on now, man. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I'm assuming he's the one in the backfield. He's always going to be the running back, I'm assuming. Watch running back takes fairly easy. We ain't got to worry about where he is, man. Let's see where he's at. Okay. Decent block. Decent block. I like the fact that that shows how focused he is. Him and or his family are about like getting him really noticed by college recruits and stuff like that. Oh my God. The fact that they have blocking tapes in his highlights. And wait, this is against Westlake? God, hey, leave my school alone, man. God, leave my school alone, man. I just noticed this was Westlake. Oh my, he doing my school dirty last year. I'm assuming he's going to play them again at some point this year if he hasn't already. But again, I like the fact that we're seeing blocking highlights in the tape because that he's just trying to show, hey, I can do everything. I want to go to one of those top schools. So either it's him and or his family that made that decision. And again, this is the shiftiness, 205 pounds being this shifty, and then the contact balance right there at the end is ridiculous. I mean, granted, you have a lot of people watching assuming he's down, and he wasn't. This guy does not go down easy. It's never the first defender. And I hate to see it have to happen against my Westlake Lions like that, but it is what it is, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. Let's see what's going on. I love the jump cuts. Okay, now we're starting to see some legs. Now we're starting to see some Dejon Edwards looking stuff right here. Oh my God, look at the jump cuts. I'm right through that hole immediately with a jump cut. First tackle doesn't bring me down. The second and third tackle barely do. I'm still going. Come on, bro. Bo Walker, let's get it, man. Let's see. That was not well blocked. And he made something out of nothing. That may be the most impressive play yet. But I don't know. I'm not going to lie. This play right here, I love this play. That cut. I know we already moved on to the next play, but this cut, that jump he got, oh my God. Just one more time. Just one more time. I'm trying to show y'all what I'm talking about. Right here, when he's about to just take off and do a cut. That zoom he got is ridiculous, dog. He was moving at a different pace than everybody else. Everybody else looked like they was moving in slow motion in comparison to him. And then this right here, this is not well blocked. I don't know what happened to the offensive line, but I don't know how he got this many yards out of this situation. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing a lot of Dejon Edwards in him. And that's high praise. I don't think a lot of people understand how great Dejon Edwards is. Oh, he has great hands. He's a hands catcher, not even a body catcher. That was so natural. Like he plays pure receiver and nothing else. Look at this. How he adjusted his body, caught it with his hands, and brought it down immediately. It wasn't a bobble. He didn't use his hands to bring it to his body. No, it was, I caught it and I'm ready to go. That's phenomenal. One more time, man. That almost brought tears to my eyes. How easily he caught that. It's not a difficult catch, but it's how easy he makes the catch. It's just phenomenal. And then, of course, he's doing Bo Walker things after the catch as well, making the next 3 guys miss for some odd reason. It's ridiculous stuff, man. Let's see what he's doing on this play. Yeah, that's end zone. He had to jump over his own blocker. That's end zone, man. I already knew when the play started so close, it was end zone. That was a better block. Still not great. I'm not loving the technique, but again, we're talking about a sophomore in high school, man. We have plenty of time to fix that. But again, I just love how deliberate they are between him and his family. Whoever's putting this huddle together, who's like, put these plays in here, don't put these plays and stuff like that. They're so deliberate. There's a clear objective, like include these pass protection plays. We want to show how well-rounded he is to show that he should be one of the top backs in the class. I like that cut a little bit too, man, but it's only but so much you can do when the offensive line isn't blocking for you. It looks like this guy's getting Willie Beeman from any given Sunday on some of these plays. All right, out of the backfield, smooth hands. Again, great hands. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Them two people got killed. He got murdered. They got murdered. Oh, my Lord. Look at the hands. Again, smooth. He's catching it with his hands. I know I'm keep emphasizing that, but I don't think y'all understand that that's not common, man. Again, I'm a Commanders fan, diehard, just as much as a Georgia Bulldogs fan. Terry McLaurin catches the ball with his body a lot of the times. He's seen as one of the best catchers in the NFL. This guy's catching it with his hands so smoothly. There's no bobble. It literally looks like a magnet going to another magnet. It's already in there. It's tucked away. We're good to go. No bobble. Oh, my God. There's a dead body. There's a dead body. Is there another one? Where are you going, sir? And it takes a huge defensive lineman to have to ride his back for 3 yards for him to go down. So you're seeing the hands, the shifty, and the strength. Come on, this guy's double his size, and it takes him 3 yards and a little bit more help to bring him down. I'm way more impressed with these highlights than I even thought. From all the hype I was hearing from everywhere, I didn't expect this to be this good. Oh my God, look at that. Yo, he's making people miss in a phone booth. Like, first of all, let's talk about the hands. Again, let's talk about the hands, of course, again. Look at that. Look at that. This is a running back. This is a 5'9" running back making plays like this. Nah, Georgia's gonna love this guy. Oh, we got one. I'm not gonna lie, we got one. I'm way more impressed after watching this huddle than I was even coming in. No, we got one. And then to make people miss in a phone booth is crazy. I mean, these people are in a New York City closet. He's making people miss. Like, how do you make somebody miss in that situation like that? How is he doing this? Nah, this guy might be a God-given talent, man. This guy was probably born to play football. I'm not gonna lie, you know what he's looking like? A Bo Walker. That's literally what he's looking like. Get ran over, po guy. Good wrap-up open tackle, though, on him, though. That's impressive by the DB. Again, not the best block, but at least he's getting in the way. At least he's getting in the way. He's a sophomore. We got to work on that. We got plenty of time to work on that. I'm not going to dot him too much for that. All right, where are we at? I'm assuming, okay, he's the running back in the backfield. I don't know why we're looking at all of this extra. I don't know why we had to see all of that. Maybe that was a mistake because we definitely didn't need all of that. All right, he's leaking out of the backfield underneath. Okay, did he catch the ball or is this the same play? No, it's not. I don't know what that last play was. Okay. Oh, what's he doing to people? What is he doing to people? Yo, he murdered him. Oh my God. Hold on, wait. Yeah, where you going, my boy? Look at you, boy. Po baby. Hold on. Let me just follow. I just want to see the train of thought. Don't put that in your huddle highlight. Leave that out your huddle. Number 12, don't put that in your huddle, man. Make sure you leave that one out. Hopefully only people watching Bo Walker see that. What you doing against my Westlake Lions again, bro? Leave Westlake alone, man. They got you out as the slot receiver against my Westlake. Oh my God, yo. Why wasn't this in the beginning? This is one of the best clips yet. I thought typically people put their best clips first and then it starts to waver off as we go further in. This is one of his best clips. He's literally like the slot receiver on this play. Look at him, and he goes out. Nobody's responsible for him. It's zone coverage, so that's cool. But the route running didn't even look that bad. It didn't look choppy. He didn't look like a 5'9", 205-pound, 15-year-old out there running a route. He looked far more advanced than that. That did not look like a 5'9", 205-pound, 15-year-old running a route right there. I'll take that. Didn't the great hands. Not every receiver even catches these. Some receivers struggle to catch this ball. Where you're coming out and it's thrown in front of you, you have no chance of using your body. This is pure hands at that angle. Your body can't save you. So that's pure hands. And then in a phone booth to make people miss like that. The agility is ridiculous. The contact balance is ridiculous. And then if it weren't for all of those guys having angles on him, he probably would have outran everybody next to him. Okay. Little read option right there. Okay. Oh, my Lord. That option was unfair. The option is unfair. You run that with Bo Walker every time the quarterback has any legs, and they got to respect it. He's gone. Look at the burst. Look at the explosion. They're not catching him. Like, look at the... All right, let's just follow the safety right here. Look at the angle he has right here. He's running for his life, and he still can't cut that off. Bo Walker is fast, man. Don't question his speed. Again, this is his sophomore tape. Sophomore, bro. What we doing right here? Jump cut. Get out. Make him miss. Contact balance, agility, and then run him over. That boy gonna be sore tomorrow. Whoever put that hit on him at the end, he gonna be sore. Bo Walker delivered the hit to him more than he hit Bo Walker. Look at this. Watch how he falls. Look at that. Oh my God, he got ran over. Thank goodness for the help. Otherwise, Bo Walker still would have been running for a touchdown. But yeah, the beginning of this play is elite. Because again, I don't know what this offensive line is doing blocking wise. And the fact that he's having to deal with this so much in high school, when he gets to Georgia and is behind a great offensive line, it's going to be candy to him. It's going to be Disney World back there to him. Like, wow, there's nobody 3 yards in the backfield trying to tackle me as soon as I'm handed the ball. So the ability to do those jump cuts to the point that this guy, number one, had an angle on him. The jump cut killed him. Look at the one on the outside. He thought he had him. Jump cut to the outside. Then he pivots back inside completely. I mean, you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. Again, he's 205 pounds. Moving like this and then run him over. That's one of his best plays as well. I feel like that's a very underrated play in this huddle. Let's see. This is probably the last play. All right, little. Oh my God, the burst, the agility. The speed. Yo, what's going on? Oh my. He murdered him. I didn't expect to see so many people ran over like this. And technically, he still made the tackle. Shouts out to 16. Don't put this in your huddle highlights, though. Number 16. Hey, you and number 12, leave anything Bo Walker out of it. Look at this. Like, all right, this is the impact right here. This is the impact. What happened to him? Why Bo Walker still standing up? Why is this guy falling backwards? But the guy still grabbed his jersey and was able to bring him down. We got Bo Walker. Oh my God, pancaking people with a block. Okay, I like that. I like that. All right, and then also before we get up out of here, here's a few clips from his from what he's done so far. I think this was last week. He had 100. He rushed for 100 plus yards, 2 touchdowns in Cedar Grove's 41-0 win over Douglas. And everybody's saying that he was as good as advertised. He was catching passes out of the backfield, running guys over. Basically everything we're seeing in the huddle. So here's a few of those clips right here. And then we're gonna head up out of here after that. Yeah, man, I truly think this guy is something special, and him being a 3-star is criminal, but it's the 2025 class. I'm not gonna get on 3247 ESPN and Rivals head too much because, I mean, it's hard. You can't scout everybody. It's impossible. That's another reason why us as fans shouldn't read too much into these ratings, because it's literally impossible for them to see everybody and compare everybody accurately. So, I mean, they do the best that they can, but it's never perfect. It's never, ever going to be perfect. It's never going to be anywhere near it. So this guy is drastically underrated. I would not be surprised by the end of all of this. He's not a 5-star. At the very least, a very high 4-star top 100 player. A top 10 player in Georgia, top 5 running back. I wouldn't be surprised at all when it's all said and done by this time next year, maybe even way sooner than that. Once people truly start to get a look at him after Georgia finally offered him, like, I think a couple of weeks ago, and then now he committed recently. It's gonna only go up from here. Tell y'all, man, don't sleep on Bo Walker. You saw the clips just like I did. If you're looking for traits, yeah, he's got a lot of them. The only negatives I'm seeing so far is the blocking, like that play right there. That's really it. And again, this is a 15 at oldest 16-year-old sophomore tape. The only junior tape we have so far is the highlights I just showed you. I can't wait for his junior huddle to come out, but he has to finish the junior season first. He's still in the middle of his junior season. So hey man, I'm very excited about this player. I think he's going to be a great player for us. I truly hope he stays committed to Georgia, because I wouldn't be surprised that once everybody finally starts to get a really good look at him, he's going to start catching offers left and right, and I hope we can hold on to him, because this is a great talent, and for it to be an in-state guy, and just imagine how much fun we're going to have with Bo Walker running over everybody, running through everybody, catching passes, juking people out of a phone booth. Like, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I mean, the ability, how he got open on this route against my Westlake, like as a receiver, just literally got open, ran the route basically like a slot receiver would. If you didn't know better, that looks like a slot receiver. I can't believe I didn't even point that out the first time I saw this clip. Look at this. He's a slot receiver, bro. Literally, what can he do? Right now, we just got to work on the pass protection. What else is there to work on, man? Of course, there's ways he can get slightly better at everything, but I'm not seeing any weaknesses other than pass protection right now. And you got people at the NFL level that can't even pass protect yet, so I'm not even worried about it. But he'll only get better. Again, this is sophomore tape. I'm so excited about this guy. I'm way more, I know I keep saying it, but I'm way more impressed leaving this huddle than I even thought I would be going into these huddles highlights. I'm truly like, man, he looks 5-starish to me. I didn't expect that coming in here. I was saying he was underrated, and he was way better than 46th ranked running back in the nation. I knew that. But I mean, is he making the case for the #1 running back in this entire class, man? I'm telling y'all, man, this guy is different. I'm super excited about him. But of course, let me know in the comment section how you feel about everything discussed in this video. Of course, I want any critiques to how I'm structuring these videos and anything like that. Let me know the good and the bad with my channel in general. And of course, let me know the good and the bad for this guy. Are you excited about this commit? Do you feel like this is an extremely underrated commit, just like how I feel, where people are not talking about him yet like that, but they will be later on? I'm telling you now. Also, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm the subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to that subscription button, so you can get notification each and every time I release these videos, just like this one, rather than YouTube telling you like days later, or just never telling you. Make sure you hit that bell next to that subscription button. Also, if you appreciate all of the work and time and effort and analysis I'm putting into these, if you want to support the channel, donate to $Rico Scores, the Cash App. Again, the Cash App is $Rico Scores, and the PayPal is WilliamHC94@gmail.com. I'm on the road to get monetized for this channel, so we on the way for that. So I'm super excited about that. But if you want to support the channel directly so I can get better equipment, I'm working on a better mic and everything, all of that type of stuff, I'd really appreciate it. And man, without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all later with another video very soon. I'm out.